Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Spiderman, the city that never sleeps, blind playthrough, and I am so struggling to get off the ground. And we are in DLC number 2 called Turf Wars. At the end of the heist, things went sideways, or it seemed like they went sideways. I am not so sure they did. Because I'm quite sure that was a decoy set up. But I'm hoping we'll find out what happened to Felicia.
Let me the hell in, you idiot! Good one. I've been working on it.
The bar with no name.
Okay.
Watering hole for New York's most notorious criminals. Last time I went in there, the fight lasted most of Labor Day weekend. But now I have you, my adorable little friend.
How? Even robot spiders are disgusting.
What Hammerhead's planning. Need to eavesdrop on a few conversations, see what I can learn.
Don't bump into enemies, because then you will be discovered.
No guns, no fighting, no powers, huh? That's expecting a lot from the folks who run through here.
Yeah, but I don't want to give you my guns.
So... can we...
Okay. But I don't
We're doing it Dishonored style. Sneaking around on the vents.
Work your Sorry, whatever Magia repair guy has to fix this.
But I don't
A lot of background noise. Should run a filter to ID mentions of Magia and Hammerhead. Gotta isolate their vocal wavelengths.
Oh, had it.
Perfect. Let's see what these upstanding gentlemen have to say.
So glad we left the Magia behind. Hammerhead's the future of this city. You don't think it's kind of messed up? What? You know, what he's doing to himself. Project Olympus. It ain't natural. What? Your tribal tattoo is natural? It's not the same. Okay.
I don't like to make assumptions, but I'm pretty sure there aren't a lot of valedictorians in the room here.
Alright. This sequence feels like almost a mix in between Dishonored and Metro. It's like this game has gone through my history on YouTube and found a mission to suit my track record or something. Let's see, we should be able to go... No. Just sneak past really quickly. This is a kitchen, there aren't supposed to be any vermin or insects or arachnids in here. Not quite sure where I'm supposed to go. What am I doing wrong?
Want to stay for a beer later?
Ah,
I got baseball.
of course.
Seeing the game? No, I mean I got baseball. You know, intramural. You're pretty good.
No way.
I swear on my mother.
Brutal heals.
We only have that beer.
Okay.
It's eavesdropping time. One of these guys has to know what Hammerhead's planning next. Which group looks shadier than the rest?
Those fellas. So let's move quickly. Safe. Can we...
Gotta isolate their vocal wavelengths.
Oh, it's so close. There we go.
That's crazy. All the Magia Dons are holed up in one location? Morons think they're safer that way. Boss will show them. Gonna hit them all at once. In the war, take over the Magia. Stupid Dons.
If Hammerhead takes out the Dons, he'll control the whole Magia. I have to reach them first. Someone here must know their location.
Crazy fraud.
Do.
Gotta isolate their vocal waveforms.
He started crying.
Ah, come on. Oh, there we go.
Yo, this assault on the Maggia Dons. Where's it happening? Got a location? Nah, new guy says he knows though. Hammerhead told him personal like he says. What's up with newbies getting intel before us? Gonna bust this kid's chops.
I really hope the new guy knows where the Dons are at. Come on, new guy, you can do it.
Feels like the reach of the microphone on this thing is a little bit arbitrary and
Gotta isolate their vocal waveforms.
again. There.
Hey, heard you know where the Dons is at. Keep your voice down. It's just, I don't know.
Come on, new guy.
I knew it. Friggin' new fish. But I do know who does know. Vinny and Gino. Yeah, they're in the back, and they ain't telling nobody. Like that's news. Vinny and
How
Gino
can I
know
almost
everything.
get spotted?
Stop running your mouth,
I'm
new guy.
safe.
Vinny and Gino, huh? Need to get in the back, see what they know.
The bar with no name. Open the door to the other room.
Time to get out of sight.
Dino! Gino? No, Dino! Wanted.
Pardon me, coming through.
Fuse again? Hey, what's going on in there? Vinny and Gino. Some big plan.
A map of Hammerhead's businesses? Gotta get a better look at it.
Between the distillery and the auto shop, Hammerhead's printing money for years.
Literally.
How do I take a picture?
There. When I'm done here, I'm calling MJ. She's gonna
Beat
wanna know about those spots.
hammerhead facades around the city to get base tokens. Okay, so there
Okay,
are new
onward.
bases.
Need to find Vinny and Gino. Figure out where the Maggia Dons are.
Wahaha. Eh.
Here's my issue. Okay? I drink the beer here, even though it's awful. The worst. Hey, you heard about this Project Olympus?
Oh, this place is nasty.
I don't like it. Could be interesting. Could be. It gets you dead.
Project Olympus? Why does that keep coming up here?
Maybe they're fans of Greek mythology. Let's see.
Vinny and Gino, I presume. These guys know Hammerhead's next move. Think there's notes on that table.
It's a defensible location, you know.
Sure is. From the outside.
These Maggia Dons have no idea what Hammerhead has in store for them.
They're gonna be
Maggia
real
Don's location
surprised.
must be in those notes. Could futz with the lights.
Ah, you kidding me?
That got one of them. Now for the other.
There an eclectic box in here?
An electric box?
That's what I said.
You said eclectic. Like my aunt with them damn princess
What's
dogs.
that?
Gotta distract AM radio.
Damn it!
Now's my chance.
Oh, I love those dogs.
Shut up and fix the lights, will you?
Okay, so now we're just gonna haul ass, take a look at the blueprints, and get out of here, I guess.
Dons are hiding in the Auerbach Theater. I need to reach them before Hammerhead does. Nice work, Spiderbot. Now hide and I'll come back for you later. With several bottles of bleach.
Yeah. After that nasty bathroom, please do.
Hey MJ, it's Pete.
Yeah, I have your number in my phone, Pete. You don't have to tell me it's you.
Right, obviously. Listen, I know you're working on that piece about Maggia fronts. I found something that might help.
Yeah?
I have the location of 4 Hammerhead businesses, and I'm willing to bet real money that they're not legit.
You have no money to bet, but I appreciate the sentiment. I'll look into them right away.
Why don't you let me do the legwork? I'll pass along what I find.
That would be so helpful. I'm on a deadline. Let's talk soon.
So let's try out a Maggia front, shall we? There's one close by. Sneakily take out 5 enemies. Electric shock 10 enemies at the same time.
A witness brave enough to stand up against Hammerhead? I better go and keep an eye on him.
What? Ah, cops can do it on their own. We're going to a Maja front.
Going down.
Yes, they are. And I think it's quite interesting with these loading screens because they post tips to help you out. And since I have my PlayStation set to Swedish, they are in Swedish.
MJ, I made it to
And
business
some
in
of
Harlem
them
marked on the map I saw in the bar with
are
my name.
quite interestingly translated.
Oh, yes. Nothing sketchy has ever happened at a Magia-owned body shop.
Because
Pick up anything on Hammerhead's
one of
plans?
them
My thoughts exactly. I'll let you know what I find. It'll be easier to look around if I take these
that
guys
in
out.
English said bridge the gap. Like you can use the web shooter to bridge the gap in between 2 buildings or something. But they had translated it verbatim. And really done a direct translation. So in Swedish it actually said brew the mouth.
Time.
Not gonna go into all of the details around it, but it had me laughing, and I think it's quite funny with sometimes with the translations because they are correct, and sometimes they are oh so very wrong. But either way, let's focus here for a few seconds. Who is watching this guy? Who watches the Watchman? Can I make him move away so he is not visible to anyone else anymore? It would be great if you had like some kind of line of sight thing, or like you could see who was watching him. Ah, there we go. There went the sniper. But over the last couple of days, I haven't just been playing Fallout actually. I've also played... I bought the Angry Video Game Nerd 1 and 2 Deluxe. The game... or the games made based on James Rolfe's character, the Angry Video Game Nerd. New remastered edition with all, or with both the games collected and a bonus world, or whatever you might call it. And I must say, I spent a few days playing it and it was super fun. You guys are really unaware of your surroundings, aren't you? And it's one of those games. First I played it on normal and picked up all the trophies except for the totally perfect nerd trophy for beating every level without dying. And managing to do that was an interesting challenge, I must say. I had to take the game down to easy because the difference in between easy and normal in that game is extreme, to say the least. But it was really enjoyable, even on easy difficulty. I usually don't play games on easy anymore. I used to do that back in the days before I refound my love for challenge in video games. But that is... I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I am unstuck. I was stuck on geography. But the more I play video games, and sometimes with these new games and new difficulties, because the debate on difficulty in video games never really seems to die down. Let's see. I'm trying to... I've used up all my electric web. Well, that's sad. Either way, the debate on difficulty in video games is a debate that just refuses to die. Much like collectibles and microtransactions seems to be a mechanic that doesn't die in games, even though it should, years ago. But hopefully someday. I think in some countries they have actually outlawed microtransactions. Or not microtransactions as such, but loot boxes that you buy, because I think it was considered a type of gambling. And I think it should be done all the way. Because there is... people have paid for the game and they shouldn't have to continue paying for it. I think just to get aesthetic things. If you charge money for DLC or expansions such as this, yes, that's okay, because you're giving people more content to play. But when it's just a new skin for your character, or cost, or skins for your weapons or cars or whatever the game you're playing might be, I think that is something that needs to stop. And I know that Watch Mojo, I think it was, did a list of games where like the real ending of the game was in a DLC. Which is... that is super lame. Because... ooh. Okay, Brutus is getting frisky. I'm gonna shut up for a few seconds and try to focus on this. Because I feel this can be very bad very quickly if I don't focus for a few seconds. Let's see. Ah, we have the electro webbing back. I just want to shock them people. Okay. I don't know what happened to the hit detection, but that went bad. That went very bad.
You know anything about this Project Eliminate? Shut it, man. We don't talk about that stuff on the
Okay. One more try. First we take out the snipers. And that was... yes, it was on me. But I felt that death was a bit cheap. Let's see. Lure you away. Just pick his ass up. Like so. Take him from over here. Sometimes I forget about the fact that you can actually go down and do takedowns. Like you don't have to use the web. It would be awesome with these bases, or whatever you want to call them, if you could, like if you took out this first wave of enemies completely stealthily, then you would like take the base. The rest of the waves would not show up. Because that would be a further incentive for you to try to do this sneakily. But since this is first and foremost an action game, I guess maybe they didn't think about taking or putting in that possibility, or just felt that that's not what people are after when they're playing Spider-Man. Then they want the action to be intense at all times. And since the action in this game is really fun, I'm not complaining. I just think it would be a fun incentive to encourage people to try different playstyles. Because I, as I've mentioned numerous times, am no expert on Spider-Man, but I do believe that sometimes he does take the stealthy approach. Or am I wrong in that assumption? Might be that he is just, nope, balls to the wall, always take the front entrance, kick everyone's ass, say something funny, and beat all the bad guys. Ooh. Let's see. Do we have enough of you guys here to start electrocuting?
Stay out of our business. We can't lose anyone else.
Tubbo needs to go down.
I'll break your friggin' jaw. What's the boss pay you idiots for? Get more guys in here.
There we go.
In an auto body shop. We really
Down
need to
goes
have a
Tubbo.
conversation about proper workplace attire.
See if we can. Okay, that was not what I was planning to do. Let's take another stab at getting 10 enemies shocked at once, because this place is packed. Ah, I ran out. I was probably close to. There was like 6 or 7 of them up there. But maybe. Oh yes, beautiful. Getting frisky with the grenades, eh? And I wonder, going back to the angry video game nerd and his games, I can just imagine how that feels to have your own video game based on, from what I can recall, I know I think he said in a video that the first episode he ever did of the Angry Video Game Nerd, or Angry Nintendo Nerd as he called himself back in the days, was just as a little bonus thing on a DVD or something he did with his own short films. And somehow it just took off and went completely viral, and nowadays he has millions of subscribers. He has done his own movie, haven't seen it though. And a bunch of games, including 2 that are really official, the AVGN games. But I know he did a video where he played different games that fans had made, like an Atari game and stuff like that. And how surreal that must feel. Or I think it feels surreal for anyone that goes from just being a regular Joe, nobody, into becoming a super famous person. Oh, crap, 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 crap. Thank God for this suit power. What its focus ability.
That's not good.
Whew.
Don't let him pick off any more of us. I'll teach you.
But I'm really happy for him because I just had to stay quiet there for a few seconds and focus. Because I feel things were getting really close to being really bad. Can we, like, kick his ass while in suspension? Okay, I'm gonna make an official statement. This is by far the most frustrating arena I have fought bad guys in this game. Oh. Because there is a lot of geography you can get snagged on. And I am taking too much damage. Okay, that thins the herd a little bit. I'm gonna do wave 5 out of 6.
You'll all be safe from Hammerhead skull smashing skull in prison. I promise.
I am not sure I will survive this. What am I talking about? Of course I'm gonna survive this. I'm the amazing Spider-Man. Especially now since I have my suit power ready. Kick his ass. And we kick his ass. And we take on this guy. And this guy. There we go. Now all we are left with are these trash mobs. And a guy with a rocket launcher, of course. You cannot have a good rumble without a guy with a rocket launcher, is what the developers thought when they made this game. And sadly, fellas, I must say I disagree. But luckily, we can take the rocket launcher, fellas, out of the equation. Oh.
Here comes the pain.
I don't like it when they say that. Let's try it out on for size. Yeah, that works. I need to be better at using my gadgets, I feel. Because properly used, gadgets can do a lot of damage quickly.
I think I've had about enough. I'd like to speak to your manager.
I cannot believe I didn't get hit. Okay. Okay. This is... See, can we use our focus to take out the guys with the jetpacks once again? Thin the herd. Rocket launcher guy, yes, that's close enough. And we just sap some people. get our butt kicked. Ooh. The hitbox was on my side for once. Okay, regroup. Let's see, there can't be too many guys left now, can there? Shouldn't be, at least. Are you like the last fellas of the last wave? Which doesn't mean that you are to be taken lightly. Ow. That's a good thing about those guys not being the most mobile. Because it's easy to divide and conquer. Now it's just this guy left. So I'm just gonna let my focus power build up. And then go in to whip some ass. You ready? I'm ready. Ow. Ow. Oh, just die. Oh. And I know that is not the way you're supposed to do it, but that's the way it went down.
That's the last of them. Now to see
And
what's
that
in the
wasn't
main
pretty.
office.
And I didn't get the completion,
Imagine working here
but
9
I'm
to
okay
5.
with that.
Way to make a living. Hey, MJ, I'm just wrapping up.
What do you got for me?
I found a paper trail tying Hammerhead to this place for your article. And there's something else. An encrypted file. Seemed important, so I copied it. Sending it your way.
Pete, this is incredible. Thank you. I'll see what I can get out of this file.
Well, that Hammerhead front has been kicked to the back. Well, that did take a bit longer than I thought it would. So I'm actually gonna end this episode right here. And I want to thank you very much for watching. And I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.